Guys, I got some really good underrated recommendations for you all today. I'm taking you to a dive into some hidden power anime series or anime where the protagonist hides their powers. Following anime are more or less on the, less popular side of things, but still worthy of your time if you have never seen them before. So, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. We'll be starting off with the ugly loser named Yuya, who is constantly bullied at school because he's fat in a prestigious-looking high school where those around him are good-looking, but he unfortunately is just not. His grandfather is the only person who cared for him, but he passed away sadly, leaving Yuya all alone. But one day, Yuya finds a secret hidden door in his grandfather's house that led him to another world, and there he was introduced to a brand new system that pretty much granted him insane strength. A new makeover and a way to make money by fighting monsters in another world, he gets it and spends it in the real world, which is crazy. This anime is half isekai and half real since the protagonist can, exit and enter at his own free will. Now this here is one of those super generic isekai anime series that gives you the most broken protagonist in all of isekai anime, yet none of his classmates knew that at all until the class was summoned to another world.
Take it easy. Helen! I said freeze or she'll die!
What is going on? What happened to her?
Let's go home.
Yogiri as a child was held in a facility due to his overwhelming power and potential of being able to kill, by having those certain conditions that are completely broken. So, when he was finally able to live normally and go to school, the class was summoned to another world as they all got powers, yet no one knew about Yogiri and his potential of one-shotting people with ease. Not a single challenge is actually present in this anime, no threat, it's just all pure flexing. A certain dude's VRMMO adventure. Everyone sometimes wishes for a peaceful days, and that's exactly what the protagonist of this anime hoped for. Playing an MMORPG game, this guy went for the route of a life skiller by doing boring jobs such as alchemy, as he just wants to stay away from being powerful and live in peace. But it turns out, however, life skilling is so overpowered that he managed to become super strong from doing these boring jobs and can now rival with big players and destroy them with ease. Mixing in slice of life with a bit of action and a cool story, this could be the anime you all are looking forward to. Now just imagine for a second, an ordinary person, no powers, no special abilities, attending a school with gifted and talented people who wield dominant powers. Though the only thing is, this person without powers is tasked with killing the others.
But why? I don't understand. What's happening? Am I really about to die now? Well...
Talentless Nana is basically an Among Us anime series. Nana works for an organization that aims to eliminate dangerous powers from this world and sent in a young girl to pose as a transfer student in a school that is away from society in a secret place. She fakes having powers, uses her intelligence to outsmart people, befriend them, and then in the end, betray them by killing them one by one. Super intense and epic, definitely worth the while. This anime is so damn underrated, but what a joy it is to watch with a prison-focused anime with characters trying to escape. Nanbaka is all about escaping the wardens, fleeing the prison while having a good old fun time, as the comedy truly is one of a kind. Amazing characters, action, and also a hidden power or twist that the protagonist has been hiding all this time and uses it to plot his escape with his friends. But man, do I miss this anime. Sadly, I don't think we will ever see a sequel to this because it's been years, but seriously, please, go watch it. This this anime is a little bit older, from 2012, but it's still quite good if you're looking for the type of cold protagonist who shows no mercy against his opponents. It's about this guy who is on the path for justice, but his way of doing things may not look that way since it's quite brutal. He wields blue flames and burns his enemies without a second thought. But then you have a girl who takes an interest in him but wishes to steer him in the right path before it's too late. Saijaku no Bahamut, you guys remember this anime? No one really talks about it anymore, but back then, what a harem series it sure was. A very fun, addicting anime with an overpowered transfer student in an all-girls academy. The weakest undefeated is a former prince that now attends in an all-girls academy as he simply refuses to attack in battle. That's why he is called the weakest undefeated. But when he was challenged to a duel by a tsundere girl who falls for him, things change really fast as he gets popular and everyone just wants to be with him. Now, how about watching a heroic legend who saved people from the wrath of the Demon Lord countless times, only to then get exiled by them in the end?
Are you stupid? Why in the living hell would we hire you?
I am incredibly powerful. Let me join and I
The people who, they started to fear Leo, that one day he might turn evil due to just how overpowered he really is, so they decided to kick him out. Now, without any heroic duties left for him to do, he was out of a job and now had no choice but to join forces, attempt to join forces with the Demon Lord's army and go to the path of evil. Though a lot of the folks there might not want him because, he is the hero after all and he ruined their plans many times, but now he may have to prove just how useful he can truly be. Am I really the only one who thinks that this fantasy series is top tier? Maybe it's just something you've all seen and experienced before, but let me tell you, it is actually so much better than the stuff that I've seen. The protagonist Rent is a very weak adventurer who kills low-level mobs for some change of money, but when he discovers a new path no one has ever ventured into, he faces death by a mighty dragon. However, he's not actually dead, but now he's in the form of an undead creature called a ghoul. He can level up fast by slaying enemies and needs to gain his humanity back by killing ghouls. And finally, to recommend the last anime in today's video list, Sakamoto Days. This brand new anime is about a retired legendary hitman who used to be in the underground world doing jobs with swift and style as no one could beat him. But one day, he fell in love with a woman and gets married. And now, currently, he's a fat-looking old man working in a convenience store and has a family on his own. Although, old rivals still have some score to settle with Sakamoto, and now he must do all he can to protect his family and store from danger that might arrive on his doorstep. Oh, and don't worry, he still has the moves to get the job done, even in his current state. You have reached the finish line. That marks the end of today's video. If you did enjoy, then please do drop a like to show your support and subscribe to stay notified of all my latest uploads here on YouTube. Take care, everyone, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.